playing here is the distractions, the crowds, the enormity of them, the yelling, the screaming. It's endless. And in order to play this golf course effectively, you almost need to put in earplugs because you need to focus on what you're doing, but the distractions are out there every hole, all day long.
What's it like to step foot in the stadium hole?
It's incredible. You feel like everybody is standing right on top of you, and the last thing you want to do is hear the boos. And so you really focus in on hitting the green to hear the cheers. And they're going to cheer for you when you do something good, but they're going to let you have it if you do something bad. It can be a very stressful place to play if you're not accustomed to that, but you can also have a lot of fun with it if you like to go down that road.
It's all set up to be a beauty. Let's head out to the action. Well, that's a lovely way to get going. They've already started this event under par.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. And here we are with the third shot.
Straight downwind, tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
That's a pretty handy shot. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Well, I'm down here on the third hole. This is Ian Poulter's next shot.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. And with that hole behind us, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Well, Rich, I feel like this is a bit of a rhetorical question, but what's your favourite part of the Waste Management Phoenix Open?
All of it. There's not a single thing that I don't love about it. I find it, since I first started coming here in 1999, to be an absolute, I don't want to say circus because that's not the right word, but this is a social gathering. I once saw a guy, Luke, walking around in a jumpsuit made of pennies. Made of pennies. And I didn't know if it was chainmail or what. But in 1999, I saw this guy and thought, you know what? This tournament's a little different than the rest. As we've seen throughout the years, that's exactly what it's turned into. I mean, this is just a massive social gathering in Scottsdale. The players embrace it. They love it. They get it. They get into it by throwing stuff in the crowd on 16, wearing jerseys, dressing up, getting into the action, getting into the fun, if you will. It's unlike any other golf tournament in the world, and should be. This is a special event in a special place.
The stadium hole gets a lot of the focus. Over 500,000 fans through the gates through the course of the week. But for all the partying, all the fun and frivolity that takes place, there's a fair bit of serious work that gets down to the end, isn't there?
Well, they're playing for a lot of money, a lot of FedEx Cup points, as we know. But listen, These guys are out there to compete and win, but they don't lose the one atmospheric part about it, and that is everybody is out there to be entertained, and that's what they're trying to do. Entertain them. Make a lot of birdies if you can, because that's what it takes. You gotta make birdies to win this tournament. Whether this week is going to be delicious, go get them.
That shot's so good, we need to have another look. John, do you have any info down there?
Well, down to the 17th hole, and this is Sergio Garcia. And for the par.
And after that hole, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. The fifth hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Wow, that's bold. Time to take a look at Ian Poulter from earlier.
Third shot now.
This is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff. Sitting at 4 under for the day. And this putt coming up for his par. Hey, nice looking line. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The sixth hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. Second shot here on the 6th. As soon as that left the club, you knew it was going left. Getting ready to play their third. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 215 yards from the back tees. A straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Going with the hybrid. A chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt. Oh, I like the look of this. And it's time to recap that play. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Needs this one to kick right. Five feet coming up to the cup. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4 measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. That should find the fairway. Coming off a hat-trick of birdies. That's great momentum. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Oh, that's frustrating. 7 feet to the cup. I like the look of this. All right, Rich, crunch time. We're through 9 holes here today of cut day. What do you think's in this player's future?
Luke, they're just above the cut line at the moment. I got to say, what a pressure situation they're in. They cannot afford any mistakes whatsoever.
The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided.